Hey folks, Vortex here and welcome to my review of the IO Audio Volare. Now this is a brand new brand, I've never heard of them before, and it's quite a nice set. As you can see, one dynamic driver, 4 band style machines and 4 Sonion electrostatics. And yet, as usual, full disclaimers, I'd like to thank Shenzhen Audio Store for sending this out to me, so thank you very much. I was not paid to do this video and all thoughts and opinions are my own, and these are currently 600 USD. So definitely a more expensive set, but I'm not surprised because when you have Sonion electrostatic drivers, they cost a lot of money. So yeah, let's just get into it. So before I even get to the box, so IO Audio driver set there. Some information, I will graph it myself obviously as well, as you can see. Some specs there, so hybrid. One customised driver. It's meant to be a wood dome, as you can see, so I'm quite curious at what that is. You can see imported Denmark Sonion ESTs for customised full range BAs, obviously dynamic driver. There's all the specs. So yeah, quite an interesting set. Again, I've never even heard of this brand before. So there's the brand, this is the box, and you're going to really like this. So open on the top, all padded. Here's the earphones. Let's get these out. Really nice set, as you can see. 2-pin Volare. I think it's spelled Volare. It's actually got its own shelves, as you can see. I'll just put that there. So cable in the top one. Yeah, obviously later in the view, obviously I will get the cable out. So it looks like it's all the different connections, which is nice. So it's 2.5, 3.5, 4.4. Obviously there's the connector. Obviously I will have a good look in a bit. It's got the branding on there, I and O. It's good to have colours on there as well. Second one, tips. So there's quite a lot. Obviously there's foams. Obviously I'll have a good look at these in a bit. Good stuff. And the bottom one, so again obviously 1/4 inch jack as well, so it's covered basically every base. Obviously some paperwork in there, I'll have a look in a bit. And yeah, so really nice kind of presentation. Again, as you can see, good stuff there. So yeah, no idea what these are like. I'm going to spend a bunch of time with them, graph them as per usual. I'll see what the tips and the cable looks like in there, and yeah, I'll see you in the future. So welcome to the review section of the IO Audio Volare. So this is the cable it comes with. Very nice cable, and basically how it works is you unscrew this off and that's what keeps it on there. So it's just a thread, as you can see. Then you change the end, it clips in only one way so you can't mess it up. Screw it on. And that's it. So yeah, this is the 3.5. Very nice soft cable, very premium. There's the brand, chin slider. You can see there. So the chin slider here works very well. A little bit stiff, and that's what you want. And this is what it looks like, obviously connected. And that's obviously the right, O and the red, and there's I and I on the left. There. So yeah, let's just take these off. I've also left it with just a tip on so you can see what it's like, because there's a lot in the box and this is one of the sizes. There's a few different sizes of inner part and the outer part. Yeah, so far so good. So let's talk about the comfort, shall we say. So they are obviously on the larger side, as you can see. Ultimately, it wasn't too bad. Sometimes I had a little bit of discomfort from maybe like down the bottom here. But on the whole, for using these for a good few hours now, I was very happy with it. And yeah, so build quality. So these are a $600 set. So this is what they are. So I've never heard of this brand before, IO Audio. And obviously this is the Volare model. It's very nice. You can see that kind of sparkle. Obviously I'm recording this in 4K as well. You can see in there, this looks like some kind of Knowles damper. So these are one dynamic drive per side, I think, which use a wooden dome, which is very good, which I'll talk about the sound in a bit. 4 balanced armatures and 4 Sonion ESTs for that sparkle, which I'll talk about as well in a bit. But yeah, very good so far. So the timbre on this set, now because it only uses a dynamic driver for the low end, obviously it's using the ESTs and the balanced armature for basically everything else, and it does sound, to be honest, quite natural. Again, I've said it a few times, you can't beat a dynamic driver for a full like natural kind of sound, but I don't think it's too bad at all. Power and sensitivity on this set is, I found that they did sound better when you do pair it with something decent. So you want a good dongle, some decent dongle DAC, or I did a lot of my testing with my topping combo, and they sound really good. If you don't power this enough, they sound a little bit flat in sound, is probably the best way to describe it. Now let's talk about kind of technicalities. I find that was very good, and that's all I can pretty much say. Technicalities, resolution I'll throw in as well. I thought was actually very good on this set. Again, this should be pretty good, and they are pretty good, to be honest. But yeah, not much else I can say really. I think it's actually pretty good on there. Now, soundstage and imaging on this set, I thought was actually pretty good. I think the ESTs help make things a bit wider. Yeah, they don't really sound claustrophobic and nothing like that. I actually have heard wider IEMs, wider sounding IEMs than these, but they don't really sound claustrophobic either. So yeah, I was actually quite happy with them. So let's talk about sound, because that's what these are all about. So again, before these, I hadn't no experience with this company before, so I'm just going to put the graph up now so you can have a look. So let's talk about bass. Now these are not bass monsters, but they are more tuned for, especially for low frequency, so that they have a very gradual mid bass, as you can see, to the sub bass. Now for electronic music, just before this video I tried it with some melodic techno, but I did try it with a variety of different genres, and these do have a really good slam, if you know what I mean, to the music. I was very happy with it. Mine have a really small imbalance on the graph. I didn't even really notice that, to be honest. Again, I did a lot of my music before I graphed them, which I think is always kind of the best way to approach kind of a review. But bass I found was very good. Like, they do use some wooden dome dynamic driver. I've never really heard of that before, but it certainly works. And yeah, so for electronic music, which I listen to, works fine. I'll try it with some pop music, and again, a bunch of different. I'll try it with some heavy metal. What else? I try pop music, electronic, a bit of rap briefly, and it seems to handle it all, no problem at all. So mid-range, it does have that kind of boosted upper mid, so it's, if you know Harman-ish sounds, you'll know that. I was quite happy with it because the gain is gradual. So I found that vocals on this set are actually pretty good for male and female. I do like the bleed from the bass is nearly perfect. There's a little bit of body there. Again, these are tuned very specifically, and I think they did a good job. Mids I thought was okay. Again, I've heard some with better mid-range performance, it's probably a good word to say, but yeah, I'm really happy with the mid-range. So treble, again, like these are, I wouldn't say bright, but I'm certainly up there with a slightly elevated treble. Again, I'm quite glad they didn't go any more, but because it has that kind of more bass, sub-bass emphasis, it didn't seem the treble is as much kind of like, I don't say they cancel each other out, but it helps smooth the other one off, you understand what I mean? But the treble performance is actually pretty good. The only thing to really nitpick is you may want a little bit more extension, but apart from that, it's a good set. Now the ESTs, they give certain instruments a bit more presence, but without being sharp. They make things like micro details a bit clearer, I found. So on this set, especially in the treble, they're very detailed clear sounding set, but without being sharp with it. So that's the best way I can describe it. And I did like the treble. I'm just quite glad there's not any more. Personally, I prefer Suez at 2.5 slight peak, probably just smooth that off. Apart from that, it's fine. The 8K peak is obviously from the coupler. There seems to be that big 12.5K, 13K peak. I didn't really notice that, to be honest. But overall, the treble on this set is actually really, really good. I didn't know what to expect before this video, and yeah, I'm quite happy that they sound really, really good. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So, conclusion of this set, do I think? I like them. So let's just quickly summarise it. So, $600 set, not cheap, but they do have 4 balanced armatures, 4 Sonion ESTs, and a dynamic driver per side. Obviously, you saw the unboxing, so they come with a lot of gear. I'm just going to quickly now just show a few more images if you want to have a quick look, and you can see what I mean. But yeah, really, really good overall set. Yeah, I like the low end. The bass is good. I like the mid-range. I like the treble. I like how they've kept it slightly restrained, which is what I want. Yeah, good set. I don't know what brand balanced armatures they use. It says customised, so I don't know. But yeah, overall quite a good set for a brand that's come out of nowhere, or maybe they're an OEM. I don't really know. But this set I think sounds really, really good. You are paying for the top of the line presentation, and you are going to get it. And yeah, I think they're quite really good set. Obviously the QC seems really good. You can see the driver matching is really, really good. And yeah, so put them the correct way around. So yeah, good set, really good build quality. Yeah, good set. Obviously they're not perfect, they're expensive. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If you think I've missed anything, please do let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, take care, and yeah, see you in the next video.